Uh, Good morning, my roses. It's your girl, I Rose from the Concrete, and welcome to the Concrete. I am your community peer support specialist and the Hood's recovery coach. And today, I wanted to talk on specifically one of the topics that I go through on a daily, which is motherhood. I I go through motherhood with different thoughts throughout the day about how I wish I would have done things differently. I wish I would have known what I know now. I wish I could go back and change some things. And I don't think that it's regret. I think it's more so, damn, I just didn't know that this shit was like this. When you really care about being a parent, when you're trying to break generational curses and shit, and you ain't trying to pass on trauma, uh, this shit is very, very, very much so draining and stressful. And I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how people are actually consistently going to work, paying bills, and parenting more than two children, because I have three and I have a toddler. She three. She run everything. She she really the boss of me, man, and I don't know what the fuck to do about it. But I came to talk to y'all about the kind of epiphany that I had about parenting and wanting a baby. And for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be in a relationship. It started with Aisha, you are the girl that I never had. Who is that? Color Me, is that Color Me Bad? Another Bad Creation. It started with that boy group and it went to Immature. And I feel like 80 babies, girls, 84 and on up, maybe before that too, had been groomed to into believing that men were capable of love, and that you could actually have a successful relationship. And fast forward into the 90s, all I heard was women crying about how they could be better than the other woman, and how they wanted men to love them, and how it was a contest. And so I found myself in the 2000s a part of that. Although I was still a tomboy, I found myself a part of that whole idea of a boyfriend, a baby, a family. Not a husband, but a baby daddy, a boyfriend, and a baby. I said all that to say this. I've always wanted a baby. I always wanted a child. I have been from the age of 16. I can remember trying to get pregnant because I thought that would make me happy. I thought that was the love that I was missing. I thought, because I figured out pretty early that boys were retarded, men were retarded, and it's a good possibility that they're not gonna love me back. So all I could do is play with them and see if somebody tends to love me back. And that didn't happen. And I didn't get too emotionally involved with men to the point where I couldn't pull myself back up, or I had completely lost myself. But I was very much so misguided and misled, um, knowing the truth, but still believing in the lie. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing the truth, but still believing in the lie, and still making decisions based on that lie. So I've been wanting a child since 16, and doing the activities that it takes to make a baby, just wanting a baby. I didn't want to be a parent. And I think that that's what a lot of women, especially the women that are like me, that's coming from where I'm coming from, we just want to be loved. We just want that unconditional love that nobody's ever shown us. It's always been a conditional love, and how much of ourselves we can give, and before we get tired, give out and say fuck it. I don't want the little babies behind me to have to go through that. It's a big difference between wanting a baby and wanting to be a parent. Being a parent is different from being a baby mama or just having a baby. Being a parent and actually raising your children is something different, boy. This shit is dry. Look at me, y'all. I ain't just saying I look horrible or nothing, but look. I can't even come and consistently make the videos because I have children that are dealing with mental health issues. And this is because of some of the decisions I made while I was pregnant with them. And what I have to do, I got to step up to the plate and make sure they okay. I got to make sure that their mental health is straight. I got to make them appointments and make sure they get to those appointments. I have to make sure that they're in therapy. I have to make sure my little boy, I got to make sure he's in behavioral therapy, because I understand that if we don't get him him some self-discipline, self-control, and some emotional intelligence going, oh, he's gonna be a lost cause. And I can't let that happen. Especially knowing my backstory. My kids, I make these videos a lot too because I want my kids to be able to come back to them and know what their mama's story was, from her mouth. I want them to know that, yo, I know I fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And I probably didn't give you the best shot, but I gave you as much of a good shot as I could based off the circumstances, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what the statistics is and I know what they could be, but I'm fighting against that. But in order to fight against that, even while you're stuck in the process of self-actualizing and financial stability coming through and getting that together, it's like you still have to do all that and raise those kids. It's like, oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Especially when you have children with legitimate diagnoses, because you know what the fuck, I know what the fuck I was doing when I was pregnant. I know what the fuck I was doing. But now I just got to deal with all those consequences and parent. And then I have 3 different kids, so there's 3 different personalities I got to deal with, and I have to deal with all 3 of them differently. I can't handle all 3 of them the same. I can't do that because my baby girl is rambunctious, and my oldest girl is very sensitive, and oh Lord, she's struggling with bullying at her school. And my son, he a Leo. He think he's a G already. I don't know what the fuck going on with him, but I just know that before the testosterone kick in, and all he thinking about is poom poom, I need to get to him. So there's all these different structures that I have created for my kids to make sure that we are down the road that we need to be going down. You know what I'm saying? And even then, it still don't look like we gonna make it. I don't know what the fuck going on, y'all. But there's emotional outbursts, there's fallouts, there's all that. And I don't think that we even realize that a lot of our babies are dealing with mental health issues. We're ignoring their behaviors and chunking it off as, oh, they bad kids, or oh, he got a problem, and oh, I mean, man, this shit is crazy. And what about the adults in the community that grew up with the mental health issues and ain't getting no help? Man, it's just like, all I could do is do my part, man. And that my part start with my kids. And thinking about that, I was just like, bro, I ain't never want to be no parent. This is not what the fuck I signed up for. I just wanted kids. I just wanted children. I didn't know everything that it takes to raise kids. I just did not fucking realize that, man. And my oldest is 12. I'm 38. I didn't have my first one till I was 27. That goes back to me telling you I've been wanting children since I was 16. I thought I was barren. I didn't even think I could have kids. It just started happening out of the blue, which is now something I know to be related to my PCOS and the imbalance that was in my hormones, which is something I'm still kind of going through, but the change in my diet really helped. But back to this, I just was not, I didn't think that, just keeping kids in order and keeping them in check drains you. It emotionally, mentally, and spiritually drains you if you're doing it correctly, I believe. Or maybe if you're doing it wrong. I don't know. Leave me some comments. I don't know. Am I doing it wrong? Because it drains me. It emotionally, mentally, and spiritually drains me. I don't even be wanting to build. I don't be wanting to create. I don't be wanting to. I see how women get stuck in life, man, when they have these kids. I could never understand it when I was younger. Like, why you don't get up and go do something with yourself? As a kid, that's what I'm... As a kid, that's what I'm thinking. You can do anything. You can just get up, just go do something. Man, you be tired. You motherfuckers get up. Ooh, Lord, have mercy. But you know what? I'm grateful that I'm able to raise my kids, because I was in a situation where I could have been not raising them and somebody else could have been raising them. You know what I'm saying? But I did what needed to be done in order to get them back. And I think I'm going to come back and drop the story on me getting my kids back, because that's a real good story for anybody that's lost their children, that's wondering what it's going to take. I'm going to tell you what it's really going to take. Outside of that, man, I just wanted to come and talk about that because I don't think a lot of people realize that when they screaming, I want a baby, is not the same as being a parent, man. Having a baby and being a parent is two different things. I want a baby and I want to be a parent are two different fucking things, man. It's not the same. And if people understood what it took to really be a parent, a lot of people would opt the fuck out. Just opt the fuck out. Just opt out, because especially if you know these men are not going to be helping you the way that they need to be helping you, because they can just opt the fuck out. You know, it's just a opt the fuck out type situation. And then it's once they opt out, it's, oh well, you should have chose better. Well, what about being a decent human being and building your personal character up so that we can keep building the personal characters of our children, and they have some kind or some form of example to follow. What about y'all staying like we do? Because if we leave, we going to jail. I don't know. It's just, but at the same time, like, yeah, y'all have a personal responsibility. Once you stick your penis in somebody and nut in them, you have a personal responsibility to take care of whatever the fuck happens after that. You do. You do. And if you don't, then you get the results that we getting, which is a bunch of trash ass behavior from a lot of different people. And we're wondering where it's coming from. But it's because a lot of people aren't ready to be parents. And let's say why they're not ready. Go look at the statistics of the teen pregnancies and who be getting them pregnant. These are babies. These are little girls. Mind you, I was grown when I had my first one. I can't imagine 14, 15, 16 having a baby or having multiple babies trying to be a motherfucking mature mom. You're expecting too much from kids. These men, because they're mentally underdeveloped and don't understand that they're still a child, even though her body is a little bit developed and her brain don't fully develop until 25, are getting children pregnant and expecting the children to raise children that's going to be, I don't understand how this shit, and this shit been going on, but I want y'all to understand these are the results of that. Mama is just a little girl. Mama really wanted a baby doll. She didn't want to be a parent. I'm pretty sure Mama wasn't really fast. And it wasn't nothing that was supposed to be fast enough about that little girl to where a man get caught. So at what point we going to start looking at the men going, well, damn. Well, damn. You know? But yeah, that's my little rampage for today. I just really wasn't ready to be a parent. I don't think I signed up for this, but I'm here now, so might as well keep on going. Ain't no reason on stopping. Might as well. Ain't no point in stopping now. Might as well keep on going. Just keep on going. You know, that's it. That's all. But it's a very big difference in between being a parent and being a mama. We got a lot of little babies, a lot of little girls. Mama's just a little girl. We got a lot of little girls getting taken advantage of and being used and abused and shit like that. Man, I can only imagine the kind of chip I'd have on my shoulder if I actually would have had children when I was trying to have them. I can only imagine what kind of pain I'd be in if I would have had children when I tried to have them, and who I tried to have them with. Oh my God. Oh my God, not saying I did any better with the three that I picked. The three that got me. But Lord have mercy, I can only imagine. That's my rant for today, y'all. All right then, Roses, I holla.